So I thought I would start off that it's been a couple weeks since we posted anything.
Yeah, it has.
It has. You know, we've just really haven't had a whole lot going on. We stayed at Key West for 3 weeks, and then we worked our way up here towards Miami, and we stayed a week at another marina. But we were just kind of getting prepared to come to the Bahamas, or to go to the
Watching
Bahamas.
for weather windows.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we spent 3 weeks at Key West, and we had a fantastic time. We stayed at Opal Key Marina, and while we were there, we went out to one of the keys called the Marquesas Keys. We did a video on that, and then our buddies came down and we took them out to
our mysterious friends.
Yeah.
Who don't care to be told who they were,
Yeah,
but they came down and we had a great, fantastic time.
We did. They used our scooters and they just had a good time.
Yeah.
And we took them out a little ways to a beach, and what was the name of that place?
Boca Grande.
Boca Grande, and I highly recommend it. If you're going down to Key West on your boat and you're looking to go to an isolated beach, a secluded place.
It was right before the Marquesas Keys. So there's another Boca Grande somewhere else in Florida, but this is down by the Keys.
Yeah, and it's only 10 miles out,
Yeah.
and you can go either side of the island. So if the wind's coming out of the south, you can go on the north side, and vice versa the other way.
Yeah, it was beautiful. We had a good time. Saw a starfish.
Yep. But so we left there, and we traveled one day to a place called Bahama State Park, which is just on the south side of 7 Mile Island. And we only stayed there one night. It was a quick stopover, and then we left there and we went.
Whoa. When we got there, we were so used to rocking and the boat moving all the time.
Opal Key Marina at Key West.
Yeah, so we got there and neither one of us hardly slept a wink.
We couldn't sleep.
It was so still and so quiet.
Yeah, we need that boat moving a little bit.
It was very strange.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
So we left there. We left Bahia Honda, and then we traveled up to Key Largo to Pilot House Marina. And it was a really nice marina. There were a couple restaurants right there. We ate out a couple nights.
Yeah, Ken, the dock master there, he's super nice and friendly, and helped us get our extension. We needed a couple extra days so that we could do our COVID tests and stuff. So
while we were there, you know, we're looking at the weather, and we have to have our negative COVID test 5 days prior to arriving in the Bahamas. So the weather looked like we could go Thursday or Friday. So Sunday we called around, and CVS was doing drive-through testing.
Yes.
And what kind of tests were those?
I don't know, the nasal swab, PCR, PCT, whatever. The one where the nasal, it goes up in the nasal cavity and you have to swirl it around.
Yeah. So we're on our scooters in line at the CVS drive-thru
with
to do
cars
this
before,
testing.
in front of us and behind us, and there we are in our little scooters with our masks on.
we stand there about 20 minutes probably before we get to the window, and right there next to the drive-thru window is a 4-way stop sign.
Yeah.
And there's like cars everywhere. And so we're basically just standing almost in the middle of the street.
That's what it felt like.
She hands us that little envelope through the
nurse practitioner
through the
gave
little
us
door,
the
and we
stuff.
take it, and we're standing out there in the parking lot administering ourselves this COVID test.
We were going to take a picture of each other doing it, but because she had to count how long we were swirling and sticking it on the side of our nose, she wanted us to do it together because they were backed up. So we did, and we put the camera down. So.
And I was fine with not having that on video.
I still think it would have been funny.
Yeah. So we submitted them. That was Sunday afternoon, and by Monday night, Tuesday morning, we had our negative test. So we knew we were good to go there.
Yeah.
And the only thing we had left to do was get the dog's health.
Well, we applied for a health visa then. Once we got our negative, we scanned our results and put them and applied for our health visa, which includes putting those documents in it, and then paid a fee and then sent off for it.
And we had to do our
electronically
itinerary, when we were going to go, what port, what port exit, and all that stuff. People say you have to go through hoops to do it, and I don't know if I'd call it that. It's just a process.
Right.
You have some things you have to do, and so the last thing we needed to do was to get the dogs clearance on their health visa, right?
Their health check had to be within 48 hours of arriving in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
So we got their permits back, which, gave them permission to come, but the one thing that was still lacking was the 48-hour vet check. So.
And there was nobody at Key Largo that could do it. There was not a vet available.
No.
So we found a vet here at Key Biscayne, which is where we are at tonight.
Right.
And made an appointment for today at 3 o'clock. So we left Pilot House and we went to a little place called Boca Chica. And Shelley and I had been there before. It's been about 10 years ago or so. And it was one of our favorite places that we went to back then. And we were so excited to go there, and it was just as pretty and just as beautiful as I remember.
It was. We just thought it was just like so far out in the middle of nowhere, though.
The last time we went, because we came from Fort Lauderdale, and we went about 15 or 17 miles to get there. We didn't know we were skirting the coast.
Right. We didn't really understand. But I mean, it's off the coast of Miami, but you can see the Miami skyline, and we don't really remember that. We just remember being out on this island with a friend, Dr. Tom.
So we shot a lot of video of that place. We really liked it. Unfortunately, we could only stay there one night because we had to be up here at Key Biscayne to get these dogs tested. We had heard about this place called No Name Harbor, and
which is where we are now.
Right, and we didn't know what to expect when we were coming up here, but I have to say this is probably one of my favorite places that we've been to.
Yeah, really, really nice. Nice park. They let your dog, your dogs have to be on leashes, but there's plenty of trails, and it's very dog friendly, and not expensive to stay here. There is a restaurant here. And we learned some other things while we were here, because we learned how far the vet was. So
yeah, it was too far to walk. It's pretty hot today.
Yeah.
So Shelley gets to looking on avionics, and she finds this comment in there that there's a free lift that you just call them. So she called them, and we met them at the gate, and they were right there. Picked us up in this little modified golf
electric golf cart with doors.
It's like a little minivan.
Yeah.
And dropped us right off at the vet. Yeah. We were in and out of there, and then we called them, and literally within 5 minutes they picked us up.
Yes.
And brought us right back down to the boat. And so that worked out good. So we have everything that we need.
Yes. And the vet was very nice. His car broke down.
He was late getting there.
He was late.
Yeah, but he was real nice, and they got all the paperwork done while they were waiting on him to get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning at sunup, and probably before sunup, when we leave here, we just have to go out here and take a left, and the cut to get to the Atlantic Ocean is right there.
Yep, there's a small channel we have to go through.
Yep, and we're going to head out, and hopefully we will be beyond the buoys right at sunup.
Right.
And it's 47 to 50 miles.
Yeah.
And we hope we're going to be there by noon or 1, and the winds are supposed to be good. The waves are only supposed to be 1 foot high.
Right.
And typically they say you need to double that. Whatever they say it's going to be about twice that. And I'm pretty apprehensive. We're going alone. We don't have a buddy boat, and once you get about 10 miles offshore, you lose cell signal.
Right.
You have no communication with the outside world. We have our little VHF radio, but you know, if you're traveling with 3 boats, maybe the guy in the middle can hear you, but the guy behind you can, and they're just so inconsistent and not reliable. You know, at least when it comes to maybe saving your life in an emergency.
But we really think we'll probably see somebody else crossing.
Because the weather has been bad and it's now good.
Yet today's weather was beautiful. Tomorrow's weather to cross is beautiful. So we're really thinking that we'll probably see some other people heading out about the same time we are.
Yeah. We're going to put a boat.
If not, hopefully they'll be behind us if something were to happen to us and they'll find us out there.
We're just going to take it easy, about 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll be pulling into Bimini Blue Water Marina around noon.
Yeah.
1 at the latest.
Yeah.
So we're super excited. We just can't believe that we're down here and we're getting ready to go to the Bahamas. And we're as prepared as we can be. We have all our documentations and we're ready to go.
Yeah, and we're gonna try to get something posted. I think the marina there has some Wi-Fi, so we'll try to get something posted and let everybody know, like, hey, we made it across. We're not lost in the Gulf Stream somewhere.
Yeah.
But then there's like SIM cards you can get from the Bahamas so that you can use your Wi-Fi and get signals on places besides like a restaurant or a marina.
Mm-hmm.
So we've arranged that, and our Wi-Fi little hotspot thing is unlocked and ready to receive a SIM card, and so we'll be able to use that.
One way or another, we'll let people know that we've made it. We're going to put together a little boat plan. We're going to call our kids and tell them, hey, this is when we're leaving, and this is when we expect to arrive, and we're going to give them the phone number to the marina that we're going to, but we'll find a way to communicate and let people know we made it.
Yeah. But I'm really excited.
I am too.
It's been a long time. I know.
It is. I can't believe it's finally here. But so you know, we're doing good. We've been eating healthy. Although the other day, I was my toolbox is in a chest up top, and I went to get a screwdriver out of it, and I found a big box of donuts. With 4 donuts left in it. She acted like I knew they were there.
No, I didn't.
And then she ended up saying, "Well, they've been up there for 2 days."
No, that's not the way it works.
Yes, it is.
Had been in the microwave, but the first morning, like I always get up, and he always, they were in the microwave, which is where we store extra stuff because there's not much room to store a lot of stuff. So yeah, like the breads and stuff we put in the microwave, and only when we use the microwave we just empty it out.
Yeah, actually we're getting away from bread. We're using tortillas because they're easier to store.
Yeah, and they'll preserve better. Yeah. But anyway, so it was in there the first morning, and quit doing that. It was, and so I'm always up before him. So I had donuts that morning and with my coffee, and then I put them back in there. And he asked me if I had eaten breakfast, and I said yes, but he didn't ask me what I ate.
All I know is I opened that chest and there was an empty box of donuts.
Yes, I didn't divulge
I was like,
that. So the next morning I get up and I go up there with these donuts, these yummy chocolate donuts, and I'm eating them.
That's why she gets up earlier than I do.
I'm eating them again. And I just keep eating them and eating them. And I was like, I got to put these somewhere. And I put them up there.
In the toolbox.
They weren't in the toolbox. It's the little cabinet up on the top of our upper helm where we drive. And I put them in there so I'd quit eating them.
Stuff.
And then I forgot about them being in there, and I still hadn't told him that we had bought them.
Yeah, and there was 4 little ones left, and I ate them, and you kind of got onto me for eating the last one.
Right. Well, because you said you weren't going to eat anything like that anymore, and that's why I never really mentioned it that I bought those at the store, because he says, I'm going to eat healthy from now on.
Oh, hey, we didn't mention the sea cows.
Oh,
the manatees.
Oh, my. Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you call a group of manatees? There was 5 of them.
There were 5 manatees in our harbor at Pilot House Marina.
And it's like they were sleeping because they were just kind of just floating with the current, not moving. And Molly and JoJo saw them and woke them up.
Well, they were staring at them forever. And then 2 of them came up and breathed through their nostrils, brought their head up and got some fresh air. And the dogs just started baying and barking, and they kind of swam away a little bit. But they're
massive.
Big. They're pretty big.
And every one of them had propeller marks on them. One of them really had some propeller marks on them.
Some fresh ones.
I don't know how they don't just go extinct down here getting hit by boats.
Yeah.
because they don't move very fast, and they're right on the surface.
Yeah, that was really
And you
exciting.
can't see them really.
Yeah, that was really exciting. We also have been seeing iguanas. And the dog saw an iguana one morning when I was taking him up to go pee. And we startled it, and it got up on its legs, and it went like this, and it ran away with its little tail. And the dogs didn't know they'd never seen one of those before.
They didn't know how to
They were
react.
staring at it. They didn't know whether to bark at it, run from it. They really weren't sure. And I just said, leave it, let's go. And they actually turned and kept walking with me. So I think they were a little scared of it.
They're scaredy cats. They
Yeah.
bark like they're going to do something, but they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, they scared one up the tree today on our walk.
That's why they bark, so whatever it is will run away. We don't have to deal
Is
with it.
that what they do?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. So, yeah, we haven't been putting anything out because we haven't really been doing anything. Just staying at some marinas, and we anchored out a few nights, but we're just kind of staying on the boat, preparing to go to Bahamas.
Right, and trying to stay COVID free so that
Staying away from people.
Yeah.
The best we can. Sometimes we have to go eat. We go out and eat. Yeah.
But we sit away from everybody.
Yeah.
So.
But starting tomorrow, we're going to be over to Bahamas for at least, I think, thanks to 81 days.
Yeah.
And
where the food prices are high.
You're
so
probably going to
maybe
get tired of
we'll run
watching
out
our
of food.
videos. Yeah, we'll have a lot of video roll we can start doing.
Right.
Yeah, we just didn't want to bore you with just us sitting around on the boat. So, but anyway, so we're back, and we're going to start posting more stuff.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Exciting times, you guys. Talk to you again soon.
All right, thanks for watching.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.